still call me? I got a cramp in my back. Oh my god, ow. Superman. Good evening. Speaking of Superman, I don't know if you guys saw the last Batman vs Superman movie, but actually, never mind, in case you didn't see the movie, Centro has run into a predicament. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to become the Superman comic version, as well as Superman very strongly affected by Kryptonite. Very strongly affected. All the products I use today will be listed somewhere around the video. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment below letting me know what character you guys want to see next that's going to be comic version / killed by something. Well, I would say their own powers, but Superman is not killed by his own powers in this video. Let me know what other heroes you guys want to see. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave a comment below. Now, I actually did this look of Superman like a couple years back, so I'm excited to redo it. Which I will also link a before and after type photo below. Of course, like any drawn character, you're going to want to start off by making your foundation look perfect. I'm then using a light brown body paint to kind of define some of more of the contoured areas. This is literally highlighting and contouring. To get a better idea of where things are going to go, I'm then going in with black body paint and just generally starting to outline in Superman. And this entire time I'm using a Superman comic book picture as reference. One thing about Superman is that all of his features are very square, they're very masculine. So if you have a rounder face, you're going to want to square it out using the black body paint. I'm also then just generally filling in his hairline and some of his hair within itself. I want to leave some of the space open for some highlights later. A little bit of Alexys, and then just continuing on by filling in some details around the eyes, a little bit of wrinkles. And once again going back in with that light brown body paint just to contour more areas as well as add some shading. I'm also adding some brown eyeshadow just to deepen up some of those areas. To begin to add some highlights to Superman's hair and really define it, I'm going in with various shades of blue starting with his curl. And the easiest way to explain exactly what I'm doing is honestly just to look at a reference photo of his hair. In some areas, I'm also adding a lighter highlight using white body paint. Going back to the black body paint, I'm then just defining that to break it up. Continue adding the various shades of light blue, dark blue, white, and black until you have hair texture. I'm also just redefining his hairline. And I almost forgot about my ears, so I made that comic book style. Once again, I'm just going back in with that brown eyeshadow just to define certain areas. You want to make your face as square as possible. Now this Superman logo, let me tell you, was like giving me a heart attack. For whatever reason, Superman has always been a trouble logo for me. So I'm starting off by filling it in with red body paint very slowly and very carefully. And filled in everything else yellow. Then filled in everything else blue, which blue has a tendency to be streaky, so you kind of really have to baby blue. Taking darker shades of blue, I'm then just adding some definition to his suit, including a little smidgen of muscles that I don't have, but he has, as well as adding some light blue body paint to add some highlights and some pop. For his cape, I'm using red body paint and then filling in it with a little bit of darker red body paint and highlighting it using white. Outline everything using black body paint. With this black body paint, I'm also making my neck comic book style to match the rest of my body. Just like on the face, you can also define certain areas using a light brown body paint as well as a darker brown eyeshadow. And just using a little bit of white body paint, I'm also adding some highlights. You guys always ask what my back looks like, so there it is. To To become Kryptonite Superman, I first tore out some holes in a sponge, that way I can get a vein-like texture all over my face. I then used various shades of alcohol-based makeup, including a very pale color, a pale green, and basically just pale everything. I also went ahead and changed his expression up because he's not so strong looking now. Add a little bit of deep concern to that face. Using that same sponge, I then went over to water-based makeup, that way it was brighter. I used lime green, olive green, basically any shade of green I could find. Using a little bit of Prozade, I then stuck on my Kryptonite, which is actually the bottom of a fishbowl. Fish gravel, Kryptonite, same difference. As I went along, I opened up some more holes on the suit, added more green just like the face, and added my Kryptonite. And of course, to keep the comic book theme, I outlined everything using black body paint. I also thought his hair looked a little too perfect, so I went ahead and, just got rid of that. Taking the black body paints, I also decided to sink in his jaw a little bit more so he looks a little more dead. And from there, it's just a matter of how much green and Kryptonite you want to add. But don't forget the green oozing from the mouth.